So yes, everyone, welcome back to another episode. This is like a continued version of like the last episode. The last video we spoke about episode 1 and 2. So now we're going to talk about episode 3 and 4 and other juicy gist, basically. So remember
very juicy and very steamy. Very steamy.
I like how you said that. So remember episode
Scenes.
2 when I said that episode 2 was now the beginning of many.
Yes.
Or the beginning to many.
Yes.
So now episode 3 starts with a dream. Oh my God, I was right when I said it was beginning to many.
Yes,
So episode 3 starts with a dream.
Very
I know
hot.
Colin is dreaming about and Penelope is in Colin's dream. I know, and significance of that dream just shows that Pen has been in his thoughts, basically. Pen has probably the season his thoughts. Without Pen, he cannot think right.
Yeah.
Basically. So that they just gave us a look. Should I use the word look?
Well,
Just look like an intro of what to expect, basically. So the dream, what do we call those?
dream sequence.
Dream sequence,
Yes.
basically. So remember when I told you that Francisca is not the new diamond of the season?
Yeah.
But you said she's the new diamond of the season. I was like, she's not, because it has not been pronounced yet.
Yes.
But then the queen she has just appealed to the queen.
Yeah.
Okay, because if you are going to say Francisca is the diamond of the season, you can also say that Penelope is the diamond of the season. Because you remember in episode 1, when Penelope wore a very beautiful dark green dress,
Yes.
people was like, who is that?
Who is
girl?
that? Yes.
She was shocked.
Yeah.
At that point, she basically appealed to the queen. So right now, that's the same thing. Francisca just appealed to the queen. She has not formally come to him and say, this is the diamond of the season. Do you get?
Yeah, but if you go back to what the queen said, she said she was looking for somebody with sparkle. And Francesca, after playing that, you sparkle, bravo.
Oh my God, don't you? I'm going to fight with you. I'm going to fight with you. I am
where she pronounced her diamond.
No. I'm going to actually fight with you.
And the queen is a woman of action.
Wait.
Okay.
In
all right.
episode 1, Francisca has come to bar for the queen.
Yeah.
The queen,
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Yes, I remember
And
that.
now, at this point, she only appealed to the queen because of she was staying kind of she had her own personality.
Yes.
Normally, she'll come and announce we now have a diamond. We now have the diamond.
True.
She
Yes.
come and do that. Don't you see?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I remember from season 1
Yeah,
and
don't
2.
let us fight. Be careful.
What?
This season is my season.
Viewers. Okay.
This season is actually my season.
She said
so
it's
yes,
her season.
It's my season.
Last season was mine. Okay. 1 and 2 was mine. So
don't let us fight. So now news has now come out. I said something about Collins not clocking out.
Yeah.
That it was WD that wrote it down.
Yes.
So obviously now she had to write it down. WD had to write it down so that people will not be suspicious.
Yeah.
So now obviously Eloise knows that it is WD, and then she comes to come and meets Pen in her house. That Pen, I'm really sorry that this thing got out. It was not intentional. And now this particular episode talks about unsaid feelings. Probably love context or friendship context.
Friendship context. Yeah.
Unsaid feelings. Now, when we saw Eloise and Pen, I felt the tension. We should just hug it out and kiss and make up.
Yeah.
But then Eloise is probably still very angry.
Hurt, yes.
And he's not even trying to extend an olive branch out
Yes.
yet. And Pen, I saw the way Pen was so inviting, trying to welcome her. And Eloise was no, I'm not coming to you. Eloise basically refused our welcome. I was are you going to come to apologize to me?
Yeah, you didn't add the part where she told her, oh, so now you know how it hurts, huh? It hurts now, huh? Doesn't it? When you write about people, now you know how it stings when Lady Whistledown writes about people.
So now you have to write about yourself.
Yeah, so you know how it stings.
Yes, I feel I get it. I get where she's coming from. I said something about unsaid feelings in love context and friendship context. Now, unsaid feelings, that scenario, that scene of Pen and Eloise was their unsaid feelings.
Yes.
They still want to be friends.
Yeah.
But nobody's trying to
extend olive branch.
Yes. They're not still saying they're still. So now the same.
Well, sorry to cut you short. Penelope can't really extend. It is for Eloise to extend it.
Exactly.
Because she's the one who is hurt.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That Eloise is not ready to extend an olive branch because Pen was actually inviting, please come to my home, come and take tea.
Yeah.
And so no, I don't came to come and tell you sorry.
Yeah.
And now that's the friendship context now. Now love context. Pen and Colin already kissed. They've already kissed each other.
Yeah.
And now things now get awkward.
Yes.
They're not trying to avoid each other. And I'm sorry, what was Pen expecting? You're not saying that I guess we cannot come for lessons anymore.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what were you expecting?
No.
What was she expecting?
No, it was actually Penelope who actually told Colin that.
Yes, I know she's the one that said it.
Yeah.
I really want to understand what was going on in Pen's head. When Pen, okay, Pen probably told Colin to kiss her because she felt like she was not going to find him.
Yes, she did. Because out of
So,
desperation, she was reckless. A
Calm
moment
down.
of
You begged
recklessness.
your friend to kiss you, and now you are feeling awkward and telling your friend that we cannot do lessons anymore.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What were you expecting?
Well,
What was she expecting? It was going to happen.
yeah, emotions. She was very emotional. She was feeling so bad. But you try to connect with her. I mean, you're a woman. You understand how it feels like. Well, maybe not understand because maybe, So now, after all that, we're now introduced further to our dear Lord.
I have headache. You have an headache.
Why?
Because we are about to talk about significance.
Good one. Good one.
Colin and
That's a good
But
one.
yeah, continue.
Well, but I'm sorry I have to do this to you, but
Okay.
Colin has a rival in this now. in
Yes,
this
actually,
season
and
now,
we're going
and-
to see how he has an alcohol.
Yes, so basically
Okay.
we're introduced to Lord, the dashing Lord Debling, who is a huge fan of wildlife and funny enough was one of the first people to ever be a vegetarian during those times because the ton basically, they mocked him for being a vegetarian.
Yeah,
They
they
couldn't
were surprised.
understand how a man could be a vegetarian. And yeah, we're introduced to him fully in this episode and we saw that he also had a huge interest in Penelope because he liked her. He liked her free spirit. He liked that she always spoke up, spoke her mind. So he was really interested in her. And moving on from our dear Lord Debling, we see that Eloise notices that Cressida Cowper has her sights set on the Lord Debling, and she tries to tell Cressida Cowper that hey, Penelope likes this guy as well. And how
Cressida has come to tear her dress so that she can spoil you. Yeah.
And Cressida Cowper for this season is like it's a do or die affair because it's her third season and her parents don't want to hear anything. Her dad specifically doesn't want to hear anything else but her getting married. So Eloise was trying to tell her, see, Penelope is already into this guy, but Cressida was like, no, I am going to move forward with this and I am going to press on it. And basically Eloise tells her, Penelope is not as defenseless as you think that she is, but yeah.
And yeah, at the end of the day, we see the reason why. See, at the end of the day, there's a reason why people do what they do.
Yes, there is.
I mean, if you want to look at it like from a psychoanalytic view,
Ooh,
psychoanalytic lens.
Okay. Therapist.
The reason why Cressida was crazy about finding a man was because of her father already said that if she does not find a man, he was going to marry her off to his aged friend.
Yes.
And it's really crazy. When I don't know, the ending of episode 2 or something, or the beginning of episode 2 or something, Wisudan was always narrating.
Yeah.
She was like the narrator. She was talking about how the point is age is always a factor. And she was talking about how Violet Bridgerton managed to secure a man at the age of 20. They use the word manage. 26 is a good age to marry.
Yeah.
I'm not using the word she married. So are you trying to say that she should have married earlier? That even at her old age, she was able to secure a Viscount, and that is
Edmund
Bridgerton.
Bridgerton, yeah.
So yeah, basically. So I see why Cressida is the way she is. I mean, from a psychoanalytic theory
point of view,
basically. And now, Elos has come to explain to her that Penelope is onto this man, onto this man, but then Cressida, she's quite a villain. She's going to fight.
May the best woman win.
May the best winner win. So now, I think there's a fun fair or something.
Yes, a balloon fun fair or something. A ride exhibition.
Lord Debling and Cressida and Eloise are together. They are talking.
Yeah.
And she sees them talking, and Pen quickly goes to go and meet the Debling because as if she's trying to get married and everything. And then this man, he's obsessed with wild animals and whatnot.
Yeah.
And
the outdoors.
Cressida is also trying to pretend that she's also into this.
With the help of Eloise, she gave her books to read about birds.
But if you notice that Eloise was even reluctant to do that.
Yes.
Because she was like,
that's not her personality.
That's not your personality.
That's not who you are.
Oh my God. And I also see Pen trying to also imitate the man's.
Yes.
I felt really disappointed because this is not my Pen. Pen was never like that. Pen had her own personality. Pen will never try to imitate somebody's personality. Yeah. But I get where she's coming from.
Desperate times calls for desperate measures.
Really, really desperate. I get it. And in that same fun fair or something, we see that one of the federate's husband mistakenly like set the rope off, and then we see the hot balloon go off in the air,
yes,
and
that
then we now
one.
see Collins. Because obviously now Collins is not even seeing
He
both
has
of
been,
them.
yeah, you know,
Collins
looking
is
at,
very irritated.
yes, he has been looking at Penelope's side.
Yeah, and now see,
Yeah.
there's something I'm going to.
Okay.
I know Collins with the help of his brother and other people were like,
Yeah.
you know what, let us try and like
You know, pull the,
pull the rope and like
Yeah.
so like the hot balloon will not fly everywhere.
yes, and it was going to hit
it was going to
Penelope.
eat Penelope. Now the thing was going to like eat because no only Pen was not there.
Yeah.
It was going to like eat
Hit
other people here. Others ran. I was Pen there. Like probably she was shocked.
Yeah,
I get
scared.
it.
Yeah.
Now I want us to look at this video. Look at this video. Now I don't know because what was Devlin trying to do when Pen tripped? Then he now came and used himself as a shield.
Yes, he ran first, then came back.
You use yourself as a shield when Colin already stopped the rope from like setting off. So I want us look at this video. I want you to tell us who exactly saved Pen. Was it Colin that saved Pen? Or was it Devlin that saved Pen? I think I rewinded the video like fast. I wanted to know that who exactly saved Pen.
Yeah.
Who exactly saved who? And yeah, that's all. And in episode 1 or 2, I really cannot remember, we see Benedict. And Benedict just went to the ball just to dance.
Yeah.
And next thing he sees that they are very testy mamas and like spinsters. They're trying to look for your husband.
Yes.
And he has always been like trying to like avoid them, shy away from them,
Yeah.
And obviously now they're like in a form and it was like, oh, he needs to like hide away from all these mamas. So he enters one engineering class.
Yes.
And it's just like
about the
Hawkins class, yeah. So he was just trying to like talk as well. You know, it's something that boys do.
Yeah.
Boys don't necessarily have to be friends with you before they talk to you.
Yeah.
So he thought whether the lady that was near him
Besides,
was a boy.
was a man, yeah.
And said something, and the woman looked at him and like, oh, I'm sorry, I thought you were a man. And me, I was just thinking, because of the way she was, like, as for the way she dressed and everything, I was just thinking she was going to be like, he had nuts to crack. But next thing, they are friends, and they're getting familiar.
Well, you know, can I talk about this?
Yeah,
well, you know, the thing is, you know how they met in that space, and like, you know how she came out and she was bold and she spoke up when men were not willing to speak up. She was like, they're trying to talk about trash.
I mean, was there a hint of feminism there?
Well, yes, I will, because she was the only woman there.
Yeah.
She was like, oh, so because you think I'm a woman, I will not be interested in
so
this.
that was like hint of feminism.
Yeah, so, you know, and that he admired that, because seeing that a woman speaking up in a space that is men dominated, and usually women don't talk about that thing. So I guess that piqued his interest. So yeah, I think it's but also the reason why she also wasn't too much of a tough nut to crack, because you know she told Colin, I'm sorry,
she's not looking for her husband.
Benedict, she's widowed and she's not really looking for her husband. She just wants to, she needs her garden tender now. God. So I mean,
you know, it makes so much sense. It's actually an example of feminism. At the end of the day, she's doing what she wants. She's not waiting for a man to tell her what she wants. Because back then, she's sleeping with whoever she wants to sleep with. She's not waiting for a man to come and say, I want to sleep with you. So that's actually like,
you see, and men get away with it. If you reverse education, you have been fine.
Yeah. So and you know, as the plot progresses on in episode 3, we see like there's a boy. I think they are having parties like crazy.
Yes. They have
so now we see Francisca going outside because of obviously like the attention and everything. She cannot stand it. And while she goes, no.
They arrive.
When Bridgerton's arrive at a ball.
Yeah.
Violet Bridgerton's glove fell down. That's their mother. It fell down. And as she was about to pick it, somebody joins to pick it. And that is Lady Danbury's brother. Yeah. It was even on this classical romance movie that I want to pick something, so we also pick it up. You know. See, and one is, I just knew that something was going to spark.
Of course.
We don't know yet, but something is going to spark. I feel like the man knows what he's also doing. He knows what he's doing.
Of course.
Because he's not even trying to even act like coincidence or anything.
Yeah.
I'm going to say why I said he knows what he's doing in episode 4.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, as the plot progresses, then we see Francisca. She cannot. The whole attention is getting to her. She goes outside, like enjoying the peace and quiet. And next thing, the dark-skinned man, what's his name again? Lord Sterling.
John.
Lord Sterling.
John Kilmer. No, Lord John Kilmartin.
And so in this same episode 3, you know, I told you that I was so disappointed that Pen was imitating Lord Devlin's act. And seeing everything that happened here, and you know, Collins had always been looking irritated. Now Pen now comes clean. That she's really sorry. She's really sorry that she had just been acting up because she wants a husband and whatnot. And honestly, Lord Devlin was like, if he wanted somebody like him, he would have been bored to death, or nobody would have even like asked him for a date or anything. And Cowley is Cressida Cowley.
Yeah.
She has been trying to
Alpha?
like Cowley is actually Cowley.
It's Cowley.
Cowley.
Cressida Cowley?
Cowley. Okay.
Cowpa.
COWP.
It's Cow and Pa.
Yeah. Sorry. So let me just use Cressida. Use with Cressida. So he was going to like give a lemonade to like Cressida, but because of the way like what's her name? Penelope was able to like open up and like tell him everything. He offers the lemonade drink to her. In fact, I'm going to drink a lemonade today. I felt like I wish I was there. I wanted to like drink the lemonade. I was like, I wanted to drink.
It wasn't. And sorry to cut you. Sorry, I know I've been cut. Can we just talk about Lord Debley? How he was so understanding. He said, what he said that
he kind of
I
made
don't
sense.
want somebody like me. Like
that's what I
somebody
said.
Comes into my bottle and talks about nature. I'll be bored today. I want you to be your own person.
You
don't have to have the same interest. You can have a different interest.
He likes when a woman is peculiar.
Yes.
Like you have your own. You have something that makes you.
Yeah, because he's secure in himself. He has his own unique.
And he will never change for anybody. So why change for anybody? Yeah. I wonder at that point. I wonder what Cressida. I wonder how Cressida felt at that point.
She wasn't there.
She was there.
Yeah, but he left her at the dance floor. Why he came
they
to
did not really show her.
Yes, that was when Penelope came to meet him.
There was this statement, like I think it was now after the war.
Yeah.
There was this statement that because Colin is obviously worried now.
Yeah.
His babe has been in his own head and everything.
Yeah.
And he asked his mom this question that
it was during the war.
The next scene, like
yes.
okay, like it was basically centering about love, because now the mom is trying to like find love for Francisca, and the mom prefers love over material things. Like you must be in love with her children before she will give them out to you.
Mm-hmm.
And he asks his mom that mom, what do you think about like friendship and love? Like do you think love, mommy? But you're the one that told me that love always like come out of friendship.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, that is very very rare because of it is a very very rare case, because what if you love me, I don't love you?
Yeah.
Then he was like, but you and dad were friends.
Yes.
And she was like, she was very very lucky. And that was because of like he had the courage to ask.
So yes,
she has always liked him,
and
he has always liked her. But nobody said anything because they were friends and they don't want to like jeopardize their friendship.
Yeah.
And he was like, okay, at the end of the day, he had the courage to ask. And with what the mom said, he now ticks him off that what, I need to go and ask Penelope.
Yeah.
I need to tell her that I like you. Do you like me back and stuff like that?
Yeah.
And Lord Devlin and Penelope now dancing, and. He asked Lord Devlin, please, can you excuse? I want to talk to my friend. And obviously, he excused as a gentleman that he is. And tell me why he uses the whole eternity to ask a question. What could not come out from his mouth? It's like, and at the end of the day, not talking about maybe because of they are in love with each other. Because I don't understand why time was moving so slowly. Because like this is like it was emotional. Nothing could come out from his mouth, and that's how it just ends. Like so at the end of the day, Lord Devlin comes back and he was not able to like pass any information. Yeah. And I feel like that must have really odd, because you are seeing the love of your life and yet you cannot do anything. Yeah. So let's move to episode 4. Episode 4 is basically like the peak. Episode 4 is basically like the peak of everything talking about in episode 1, 2, and 3. This is the final episode of part 1. And episode 4 is basically like the peak of everything.
Everything that's not 1, 2, and 3.
So episode 4 is when our eyes are going to happen. Feelings will be sweat. Feelings will be, okay, but nothing was squashed though, because their friendship did not still come back. Yeah. So nothing was squashed. Yeah.
So now in episode 4, we see that Lord Devlin is confident in his supposed match with Penelope, that he goes to ask her mother, Portia Featherington, for a hand in marriage.
Wait, before he goes to ask her, he tells her something that because she said she likes reading books.
Yeah, that library scene where he was using innuendos to
he was saying that, what do you think? Like, I mean, imagine, oh my god.
Yeah, we're taking it back to episode 3.
We're going back. It was now. I was like, imagine you are reading a book where a man, the only way he shows his love is like distance, like he travels for years. Yes. And how do you manage the home and whatnot? It was basically trying to like use innuendos and
to
everything.
ask her questions on how
and I was like, do you think the girl's mom was going to accept the proposal? And she was like, well, you have to ask the mom. If you notice her countenance, she was not happy.
She was not happy, yes.
Because you're telling me that you will travel for years. Yeah. Sometimes 3 years, you will not be around.
3 years. It's not sometimes. He said 3 years.
It is only me that will manage your estate. But basically, it's not even love. It's just companionship.
Yes.
It's not even companionship.
It's just
for children. No, it's
children and let me
Childbearing,
just have
basically
somebody at home.
childbearing.
To carry on the line, the family line, basically.
So yeah, then
That's-
that's when you now say that. So just continue from where you said that
yeah.
he now goes to meet her mom.
So from
Yeah.
there, from what we said just now, he goes to meet her mother, Portia Featherington, that he wants to ask for her hand in marriage, which to the the Featherington family clan was so happy for her because now Penelope has a potential boyfriend, fiance,
Okay.
So
I want to
yeah.
stop. I want to stop you there.
Okay.
So obviously, and Pen is like, okay, mom, like, did you say yes? And the mom was like, of course I said yes. And she's like, and she's downcast. I was like, Pen, hope you're not in love. No, hope you're not looking for love because the mom already even knows that there's no love here. And oh my God, what does the mom say? The mom was like, love is security.
Yes.
Yes, love is security.
Yes.
But this man is going to travel for years.
Yeah.
The woman was like, forget all those romance and everything. The fact that you're going to be a titled woman, you're going to be able to own all these vast places and whatnot. That can you come. And at the end of the day, if we look at Lady Featherington and Lady Bridgerton, there's something distinct about them.
Yeah.
They have different ideas about love.
Yes.
Lady Bridgerton believes that you must find friend in whosoever you must love.
Yes.
And maybe it's because of the way she found love.
Yes.
She was first of all friends
Most likely.
with her husband
before.
And look at the way. Can you even imagine? If you go back to season 1, look at the way Edwin died. Edwin went to go and wasn't it cut crops or something?
Yes.
And then
flowers
or something.
This was season 2.
Okay.
It was in season 2. Season 2.
And
Anthony
the point
story.
that B stung him. Basically, he was doing something affectionate for his family.
Loving for his
But
family.
see Featherington.
Featherington, yeah.
Featherington really loved his family, but he never showed affection.
Yes.
It was after he died, she realized that this man was really in love with them.
Yeah.
And he paying the bills and everything. And he was even scared to come and tell the world that he was owing and whatnot. So he just comes to come and say that these people had different notions about love.
Yeah.
See Featherington saying that, as far as you have material things and there's money, that is love for you.
Well,
yes.
The thing is, your Siri, can we come into the real world? Can we just step away from fantasy world and come into the real world?
Okay.
Actually, I don't think, the
way
way she went away,
Featherington is an hustler. She's the real city girl.
Yes.
She's what Saviti. What Saviti and JT wants to be is what Featherington is.
Hey,
basically. She's trying to the back for the money. She's basically, this woman is actually, I get that. She's trying to secure her children.
Yes.
So all of you must be in proper homes.
Yes, and that's what all mothers want. And
Yes,
I do
get
not
it.
blame her.
But loveless marriage though.
I understand. Love, she said love is security. That woman must have been a Capricorn or Virgo because they are the only ones who stand on business like that. She's an earth
She
sign.
stood on business.
She stood on business.
See the concussion she was giving her children, they must get pregnant.
Yes, thing is because you're sorry, if we, like I said, let's take a step to the real world.
Yeah.
Because for somebody, for a powerless, hungry person,
Yeah.
you do not have that luxury. The reason why the Bridgertons have the luxury of, choosing love is because they're actually financially stable.
Mm-hmm.
If you are struggling, most of the times, you do not have the luxury of being in love. You have to choose security, your children's security, your own security.
Okay.
Imagine being hungry. They have a status. And once they are off, the turn back then was very vicious. If you are off the status, you don't get invited to places. You cannot go anywhere. You are shunned. You literally have to live there.
I remember in season 1, and when Featherington was happy that they were her family to parties and balls and what.
Yes.
And even if you go back to Queen Charlotte's story, when Lady Danbury was still younger, her husband was happy that they were already inviting them to balls and whatnot.
Yes. So I do not blame her.
But
actually,
me personally, I want to find love where there's money.
I do too.
I want to find money.
Love. Yeah. Who doesn't? Who doesn't? Who doesn't?
Nah.
Who doesn't?
That's basically it.
But guys, what do you think? Do you think Portia Featherington was right?
Do you think money over love, or do you think love over money, or do you think both should come in?
Yeah.
Tell me what you would choose first.
Tell us what you think. Yeah. So back to what you were saying.
Yeah. So obviously the proposal is not made public.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then
no, it wasn't exactly made public yet. He was, they went for another. That led to that carriage scene. They went for another ball.
Before the other ball, that is when Lady Bridgerton now says, "Oh, let us go out." And Collins saying, oh, he's not well. And
Yes,
everything.
that was it. We were supposed to go
And
for
he lashes
another
at his
ball.
mom, and his mom was like, I get where you're coming from. At the end of the day, you're lashing out because of like you are trying to like shield something.
Yeah, you've always been
my
sensitive.
yes, you've always been my most sensitive child. That sometimes I feel like the mommy could feel. Woman was like, "Are you sure you don't tell me anything that I did that you asked me a
Yes.
question about love?"
Yes.
I feel like the mommy could sense something.
Yes, she could.
But I don't know whether she needs to spend.
I think she knew. She was just trying to, slyly send a message to him that before it is late,
because after he was going, and she was
put
like,
yourself first.
yeah, I know, the conversation already ended, and he was
Yeah.
going. She was like, you've always been. She kind of insulted him.
No.
Not insult, but just like bring him back. Like you've always been selfish for once in your life.
Yeah. So
I know that statement, because he was going to go back to his room. That statement that she said ticked him.
Yes.
And decided to go for the ball.
Yeah. Because if not, he would have lost his opportunity.
Exactly.
Because Lord Devlin was going to propose that night. Yeah. And Penelope most likely would have agreed because it would be in front of everyone. She cannot say no because she'll be scandalized.
Yeah. And,
so,
and who exactly was the one? And obviously, like, Colin tells the Devlin, please excuse me, don't talk to my friend.
Yeah, at the ball. So after he came later.
So I don't know who exactly must have told. I've forgotten. Was it Cressida that told Lord Devlin that, at this point, it was Lord Devlin already knew Pen's likes and dislikes, what she likes doing.
Yeah.
She likes it and this is her favorite window scene. And that's when he brought like a plant to her house.
Yes.
So and I want to know who exactly must have told Lord Devlin that this is Cressida. Okay.
She was the one that brought it to subconscious because
yes,
this is the reason why the house is opposite. Yeah. So that is why she always likes to stay by the window because she'll be facing the Bridgerton house.
Then Lord Devlin now cuts to the
put two and two together. He's not a fool.
He's actually old, so obviously he's not a fool.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised if that man has been married before. The way he looks old.
You mean Devlin?
Yes.
No. I don't think this is his first marriage.
Okay, but he looked very old. Maybe he's 30s.
Probably he's just he was in 30s possible.
Yeah. So then then he clocks two and two. Like this is actually in love. So they're using it to catch crews. Then that's when in summary, Pen runs after him and Lord Devlin like leaves her alone.
Yeah.
Then Lord Devlin is not even asking her questions that you like him, can you come, can you go? And at some point,
do you love
answering.
Him? Yeah, like do you love him?
Pen not answering already gives him his answer and everything. And then she's angry, she leaves the ball, she lashes out at Colin that you see, you've ruined the man I want and everything. Continue from the carriage.
So I thought you want to take this one because that's the most steamy scene we get this season.
Yes, and so you say that I have things I want to chip into. Yeah.
Okay, so after the scene that happens between Penelope and Lord Devlin, where he asks a question, he's asking her because Cressida Cowper brings it to his frontal lobe that something might be going on between Colin Bridgerton and Penelope Featherington. So he asked her, like, do you love him? And she said, no, it's not possible. Like, Colin might not, it doesn't see me like that.
But you love him.
But he now asked her, like, that's not what I asked. That's not an answer. So he took her silence. She couldn't talk again. So he took her silence as consent that, yes, she did feel something for him. So she felt, some type of way and she left.
Move to the carriage scene. That is the most important part.
Colin seeing her run.
Okay, move to the carriage scene, yeah.
Colin seeing her run away, decided to follow her to the carriage. Yep. And he front after her carriage. Yeah. So you wanted to say something before I continue?
Okay. So, I want to say something about like I'll keep it for later, but should I just continue?
Yeah. It's what she wanted to say anyways. The floor is yours.
It's like, this is my season.
Yeah.
So like in the carriage now, she's obviously angry and she was like, please let me enter your carriage. And she was like, you know what? The next stop is Bridgerton's house. Go and drop this bastard. She don't say bastard, but like, go and drop this bastard in his house before you drop him in my house. And then
watch your words.
I'm sorry. And then he now comes clean. I do this.
Wait, are you sure it's not before, after I started kissing her, touching her?
No. Before then. He was like, what if I love you?
Yes.
I was not expecting him to just say, I love you, but they asking questions. He's not a poet.
Yeah. Like,
what if I love you?
Yeah. Like, do you know this is where I sleep? Funny enough, sorry to cut you. The fan favorites, the internet fans were like, say, this is the best line, because it's season 1. I burned for you. Season 2.
Yeah, everybody had their own words. Everybody had their own words.
For season 3, people were like, this is where I sleep or where you sleep is the something. I can't sleep. Yeah.
My heart pains whenever I think about you. So, and they're obviously happy and they start making out and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And did you see the way Colin was able to like remove her clothes with
Yes.
one hand.
Hey.
Who taught
Okay.
him that trick? And because I kept on wondering who taught him that trick. Because I mean, if you remember, even like the Federality sisters, they did not even know how to have sex. And if you remember season one definitely never knew anything about sex. Because sex was never a concept. But
For women in those days, it's for hybrid women.
He understood it because of he had traveled. And let us not forget that he has been sleeping with us.
Yes, in
the village and
threesomes
and everything.
In brothels. So back to what you're saying. That's where I learned it. How to remove what is one hand.
And they make out and everything.
Yeah.
And then the carriage stops and you're like, oh, we're at your house.
See, you're making it. You're saying this makeup casually. See the steamy makeup. He was going to places.
I'm a child. I cannot be saying that. You can say that. I'm under 18.
No, please. This is your seat. Go ahead.
No.
Talk about it.
I don't really. I don't need you talking about it.
Please.
So the point is that we are going to like put a video out. You basically
see that scene. Yeah. So you
see how they did it, what they did, and everything. And and she was like, okay, and they've now gotten to like the Bridgerton's house.
Yeah.
And did you see her countenance when she thought he was now going to his house?
Yeah.
So that, like, you can go on, but she was sad.
Yeah.
So that, will you follow me or not? And she's like, no, I cannot follow you now. This is the Bridgerton's house. And guess what it says? Will you marry me or not?
Oh my God.
Will you marry me or not?
Don't.
It was so nice. That was
squeal.
Okay, that was very, very beautiful. And that's where it ends. There's something I just want to talk about now. At the end of the day, we see Lord Kilmartin and Francisca. They are bonding over silence. They don't know anything how to talk.
Yeah, did you talk about how he came to come and visit her?
Yeah.
In the first episode, in season 4, the beginning of season 4.
I don't talk about that, but let me just like a quick summary.
Okay.
Like he comes to come and visit her, and they sit in silence. And that time again, she feels like he does not understand. And she was like, she does not even like him anymore. But then there's something that she said that she doesn't even like the way the music is played.
Yeah.
Like she wish it was played slower.
Yeah.
And it took. No, it was that it was bad with words, but then action.
Yes.
So he's giving all this no big cho doings.
Show you're walking.
He was basically showing what and everything. And episode 5, 6, 7, 8, it makes me wonder what exactly is to come. Now, is how with Collins.
Should I spoil it for you?
Wait, don't spoil it. Don't spoil it for them. How will Collins now react if we find out that Penelope is WD?
Oh,
sit down.
Should I
don't spoil it.
Yeah, he would know.
He's going to know eventually. Okay, I wonder how he's going to take that. I wonder if Francisca and Lord Kilmartin will be together. And I also wonder if Lady Danbury's brother and Bridgerton are going to be together.
Yeah, because that was not in the book. So this is a new twist.
Yeah. So,
I don't know how they are going to play it out.
I really cannot wait for June 18.
But see, can I say something?
Yeah.
See, Shonda, I don't understand. Sorry. Shonda, I love you. I love you, ma'am. I love you. I love your shoes. But here's the thing. The people you use, black people, why are you not using black fine men? Why the men you are using not fine?
Oh my God.
Why is Kilmartin not fine? The love of God.
Have you seen Sex Education? John, Kedawi
yes,
Sterling.
Sterling.
They were like, they wish it was the one that played that. But then
yes.
if he had played Kilmartin, now do you know if he can embody an introvert character? We don't know.
I don't know, but he might have. He's an actor.
But then that's what people were saying, that if you want to use that people like this,
use fine people, because no offense. Like Keda Sterling. Yeah.
I mean, this is a picture of Keda Sterling.
Yeah.
Look at him.
And the name. Earl of Sterling. It would have been too, cosmic. It would have been too. It would have been too much. It would have been kismet. But basically, Shonda, I love you, ma'am. I love you from my soul. But use fine dark people. Now, the women, you try with the women, but use fine black men. What is John Kilmartin?
But at the end of the day, when it comes to casting,
you tried with with the Lady Danbury's brother, but
at the end of the day, Shonda has always been very, very perfect when it comes to casting.
Yes.
So just take that.
She's always been color about racial.
I feel like we should just even excuse it. Like, this is just the first time she will not do very well in casting. From season 1, good casting. Season 2, good casting. Other books, very good casting. So let's just leave it to her.
Please.
So I really cannot wait for episode 5, 6, 7, and 8. I really don't know what is to come.
And see get to see the wedding and who actually gives birth to the Featherington heir. Let's see what happens. Okay, yeah. I'll tell you how it is. Yeah, don't worry.
So that's the end of the episode.